Hey y'all, what's up, Ryder? So, Lady B needs some coffee. Hold on, let me put some ice in here. So I'm gonna make it a little. Now I got my coffee. I need to make me some iced coffee right quick and have a conversation with you guys about root doctors and conjure doctors and two-headed doctors. What are these names in Hoodoo? Okay. So first, let's talk about a root doctor. A lot of you guys do not know what the meanings are or what they specialized in the community of healing when we were back in them days. You know what I'm talking about when I say them days, right? So a root doctor, they finally come to pick y'all packages up because they didn't yesterday. Just wanted y'all to know y'all packages coming. I see them outside. But a root doctor healed using natural botanical products and products that were raised in fields. They used herbs that were collected from the forest. They used and dug up from the swamps as well. So that's why you hear that a lot. So a root doctor per se is a person that used roots to heal the mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. And that's where root doctor, the name is synonymous to that. Now, there was no gender bias for a root doctor, none at all. It could be a woman or a male. Anybody could be a root doctor back in the day. So the root doctor created tonics, they created tinctures, washes, disinfectants, anything that you could apply that is plant-based for healing. Okay? They treated the sick, they treated the injured slaves on the plantation. That was the root doctor. So basically the midwife's touch, look, the root doctor, all of those types of titles was like a source of treatment for physical ailments, maladies, as well as mental and psychological issues. You would go to the root doctor. The root doctor not only sought the cure for the physical manifestation of things, of illness or injury, but also for the psychological disease that created the problem as well. Okay? So that's the root doctor, the concept. Now the word disease has become a throwaway term synonymous with illness or sickness or mental illness. So they say disease back then, okay? Let's jump into, so that was about the root doctor in the back in the day on the plantation. That was the root doctor. Now we're going to talk about the conjure doctor. Hold on, back up now. I got to give you this too. On my notes, because I write notes, all right, and that's how you teach. You will notice that disease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E, can occur on any level. It occurred physically, emotionally, mentally, sexually, psychically, or even on social levels. So that's what they heal. Root doctors understood that a disruption of the disease on any of these levels could potentially affect all of the individual's levels. So they address this with them, the physical ailments of it. Now let's jump into the conjure doctor. Now the conjure doctor, y'all, the conjure doctor worked as a spiritual consultant and advisor of sorts. That's what the conjure doctor did. The conjure doctor used charms, they used tricks, they used jacks, they used amulets, as well as the power of breath. When y'all see me breathing my breath of life on things, that's conjuring, okay? They use scripture, they use prayers to treat their clients. So this is the conjure doctor's expertise back in the day. Like the root doctor, they could be either male or female. It was not gender biased. Conjure doctors also worked as divinators and served as the embodiment of spirit within the American slave communities, y'all. A frequent task for a conjure doctor was uncrossing, and that is all about removing the hexes that others placed upon the victim or the client. The other side of this task as a conjure doctor was advising those who felt wronged on how to curse or hex their offender. All right. And next you have the two-headed doctor. Now the two-headed doctor, if you know, you know, worked in both areas of expertise, and that's what I am, a two-headed doctor. If I was living back in those days, that's what my title would be. Now the two-headed doctor was able to work with roots as well as conjure. They did both. They healed. They worked in both practices. They work with herbs and roots as well as using charms, incantations, scriptures, and they touch to heal. They touch the mind. They could touch the body. They could touch the spirit. They could touch your flow. That's a two-headed doctor. I am what would be considered back in slavery a two-headed doctor. Okay, because I work with both sides. Example of a two-headed doctor is you're managing the physical challenges of labor, a woman, because a two-headed doctor could be also a midwife back then. She was a healer. She birthed the babies. That's the only thing that I don't do as of yet is I was thinking about doing birthing, but you know, it is what it is. But I was always tantalized and fantasized about being a midwife or getting into anything. Guys, I used to work on a mother-baby floor for years, so I get it, and I was there. But of course, things change, and I never became that. But that is a part of a two-headed doctor as well. But they manage the physical challenges of if someone goes into labor back in the day. And as well, they employ tricks, charms, incantations, scriptures, and any magical processes to decrease the pain of labor. Because if you know, you know. And the chance of complications occurring during childbirth. So they were what they called the two-headed doctor back in the day. So I just gave you the meaning of root doctor, conjure doctor, and two-headed doctor, and where those terms came from when back in the day slavery within hoodoo in the community of slaves. Okay, so that was the wording then. Now we fast forward into 2024. Everything is like one thing. If you're a root worker, they don't use those terms like back in the day now. But if you were born back in the day and you did what I do from back then, that's what you would be considered as. Who would you be? Would you be a root doctor? Would you be a conjure doctor? Or would you be a two-headed doctor? For me, again, Lady V, I would be a two-headed doctor because I work with all things. All right? I hope this helps y'all. I got a reading. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.